We've done Sesshomaru's swords, we've done the Tessaiga, we've done Hiraikots, but today we're going to be talking about the single most requested topic among all the swords and weapons in Inuyasha, and that is Sounga. If you're excited for this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for the only source of daily Inuyasha content. We are super close to 10,000 subscribers, and most of you still aren't subscribed, so it would make a huge difference if you could help out. Also, I'm going to be doing a Q&A for 10k, so leave your questions in the comments down below or tweet them at ExcellianYT. With all that out of the way, let's talk about this sword. Sounga, or the Amazing Cloud Fang, is a demon sword which thematically mirrors Tenseiga. While the Tenseiga is the sword of life or heaven, Sounga is considered the sword of hell or world conquest. We don't know exactly how Sounga was created, but we know that unlike Tessaiga and Tenseiga, it was not created from Toga's fangs. Miyoga explains that Toga obtained the sword to put an end to the endless battle among humans and demons over owning Sounga, and according to Totosai, this was long before the Tessaiga or the Tenseiga were even forged. While the other two swords seem to have a mind of their own sometimes, like when the Tenseiga pulsed and told Sesshomaru to save Rin, Sounga literally had the spirit of an evil ancient dragon from the depths of hell inside of itself, and this spirit could influence its wielders. If the wielder was a human, Sounga would take total control of them, and force them to kill everything around them. And if it was a demon, Sounga could manipulate them into following orders. We see Inuyasha holding the sword in the movie, and as he's a half-demon we see something in between. However, if a demon was strong enough, they could completely overcome Sounga. For example, Toga was able to wield the sword with no issue, and we see him using this to battle Takamaru of Setsuna in a flaming building until it collapsed and killed both of them. Also, hey, Setsuna. Pretty cool coincidence. Totosai, Saya, and Miyoga needed to decide what to do with the sword, as Inuyasha was still a baby, and it probably wouldn't be a great idea to give it to him. Although the idea of a rampaging baby Inuyasha is kind of funny in my head. And they couldn't give it to Sesshomaru because, well, they were terrified of him. They thought that he would kill them on sight because he had gotten the Tenseiga instead of the Tessaiga. As a result, they chose to hide Sounga away in the Bone Eater's Well for 700 years, until either Inuyasha was older, or Sesshomaru had calmed down, or some other solution had been found. However, instead of 700 years, only 200 years later, the sword ended up being with the Higurashi family. And in the modern era, the seal would end up being broken. I won't get into too much more as it would ruin the actual story of the movie if you haven't seen it. And if you haven't, it's a really solid movie, so go now. It's Inuyasha the Movie 3, The Sword of the Honorable Ruler. That said, from here we're going to be focusing on the abilities of Sounga. First off, we have the Dragon Twister, or the Prison Dragon Blast. This is Sounga's strongest attack that basically makes the backlash wave look like nothing. Sounga unleashes massive purple and black tornadoes that crush everything in front of its path. That said, if both Tessaiga and Tenseiga were nearby, the attack would be weakened. The sword could also reanimate anyone it kills, essentially turning them into a zombie that would either follow the wielder's commands, or just attack any living thing in the area if there were no orders given. Other nearby demons could also be resurrected if they were recently killed, and anything brought back to life this way would be filled with deadly liquefied miasma, which could regenerate the zombies if they took any damage. As mentioned before, the Sounga can gain total control over humans who hold it, as well as weak demons or half-demons. The stronger the demon, the weaker the control. And on top of all of that, Sounga can also create illusions, read minds, produce phantasmal fortresses, travel to the dimension between the living and the netherworld, create paths to hell, and even produce a physical body of armor to wield itself. Sounga is insanely powerful, and as the title Sword of Conquest might suggest, it's the perfect sword for a conqueror. The ability to manipulate opponents as well as resurrect those you've defeated is just absolutely insane, and it's probably why this sword is so loved in the community. But with this, we've covered all 5 of the major swords in Inuyasha: the Tessaiga, Tenseiga, Tokijin, Bokusaiga, and Sounga. So which one's your favorite? I'm not sure why, but the Tenseiga has always just been so interesting for me, so I think that would be mine. What else would you guys like to see me take a look at? Let me know in the comments down below, and with that all being said, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more daily Inuyasha and Yashahime content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, remember to stay excellent.